This is Tracy Lenz. I just want to cover something that I see quite often, a question that comes up quite a bit, and that's when a mineral owner has ownership in a section and they see wells in their section, but they aren't getting paid for them and they don't know why. Now, there's a lot of reasons why you might not be getting paid for a well, and there's a lot of things that are valid that you should be getting paid for it, but I'm going to cover a situation where you actually don't have rights to that ownership. This is the situation where there's a horizontal well, the surface location is in your section, but the drainage of the reservoir is in a different section. So here's an example. We're going to walk through this. This is in Martin County, section 36. So let's say that you have interest in this section and you're getting paid on wells in this section, and then you go to the Railroad Commission website and look at a map and you see that there's all these wells here in this south part of the section. So these are listed as active oil wells, they're listed as producing, and you don't know why you aren't getting paid for them. What you can't see here is the trajectory of the well. So that's the path that the actual hole is taking into the ground. So if we turn on the well trajectories or the paths and see where those wells are actually going, that will give us a lot of information here. So now we can see a little better that the well path is going to the south here into the next section 37. So that alone doesn't mean that you don't have interest in the well, because there could be a reason, like if this is the end of the well rather than the start of the well, you actually might have some ownership in there. But since it's the start of the well, there's something else that's probably going on. And so if I turn on the satellite image here, so the operator here, and the operator's the person who's drilling the well. Remember, there's the mineral owner who is usually leases their interest to someone who develops it. The person who develops it is the operator. So here, what they've done is they have a row of wellheads and surface facilities here in section 36. But the wells go down to the south, right? Here's where the wellhead is, and then it just goes down into the ground and then makes a right angle into the reservoir when it hits the desired target depth. But what's happening is they scooted back into section 36 so that they could get a good angle and drill the maximum amount of section 37 possible. It takes a little bit of time to curve to make the well go from straight to horizontal. So that curve takes a little bit of distance. And so what they're doing is they're giving them a little bit of runway, you could consider it, so that as soon as they hit that horizontal 90-degree angle, they're right on the edge of section 37, so that they're able to maximize how much they drill of section 37, and in this case, the section also to the south of that. The well actually is not draining any reservoir in section 36 where you are, or in this hypothetical situation, right? You get paid on the amount of oil and gas drained from your section, not from the surface location. Even if the well goes through your section to get to the next section, you don't get paid for that because it's not your oil, it's the next person's oil to the south. So I hope that explains a little bit of what's going on right there. On the Railroad Commission site, these operators have to file surveys and plats and things proving that the well doesn't start producing until they get to where they're allowed to produce from. So there's things that are filed that shows where these take points is what they're called, the take point, the first take point of the reservoir, where those lines are, where those boundaries are. And so you can look those up, and I can show that in a future video, but I just wanted to explain this particular instance real quick. Thanks.